morning, kids. This is week 2 of social distance worship. I'm so happy that you're joining us today. I would much rather you be here with me, but this will work for now. I can't wait until we can be in the same room together. So I have a question for you before we get to the story today. I'm going to do a few more things than I did last week. I'm going to ask you a question. What do you want to be when you grow up? Now you can tell your parents, you can tell your brothers and sisters who you're with. What is it that you think you want to be when you grow up? Chances are your answer is going to be something that you're interested in now, like maybe teaching or being a mechanic if you like cars or airplanes. A lot of people end up going into careers of something that they are interested in when they're a young child. Well, that brings me to today's Bible story. When Jesus was a young child, he wanted to do God's plan. He knew, even as a young child, that that's what he wanted to do. We are all born with sin, but because Jesus is God the Son, he was not born with sin. He was born, well, we were born with the want to sin. He was not born with that because he is both fully God and fully human. So he wanted to please his Father, and that's why he was the perfect sacrifice to die on the cross for us so that we can have salvation and live with him forever. So, our big picture question, is Jesus God or human? I'll give you a moment to answer. All right, now let's see if you were right. As the Son of God, Jesus is both fully God and fully human for reasons that I just said. He was born, he has a family tree, he had parents, people who loved him just like you do, but he is fully God because he never sinned. He was with God the Father in the beginning, which brings me to our Bible verse, John 1:1-2. Today is the last week that we will be reviewing this verse, and we will move on to another verse next week. So John 1:1-2 says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." This verse is talking about Jesus. And the Word, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God, proving again that Jesus is God the Son, who was with God the Father in the very beginning. So take a moment to say your Bible verse to your parents, because like I said, this is our last week going over that one, and next week we will learn a new verse. And I'm going to do things in a little different format today. We're going to go ahead and talk about our missions project. I do not have a missions video today, but we can talk about our missions project. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds to tell your parents what our missions project is. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, our missions project, let's see if you remember and got this right. We are raising money so that we can buy fruit for kids at a deaf school and a blind school in Burundi, Africa. These kids do not have access to fruit. It costs $25 a week for them to bring the fruit in. So this is our project that we're working on from now through VBS. So kids, since you're home a little bit more these days, ask your parents if there are a few extra chores you can do around the house to maybe earn a few extra, just a little extra money that you can pop in our offering plate when we come back to go towards our missions project. And before I send you to the computer for your Bible story, I do have a couple of announcements. Do it with me. Announcements, announcements, announcements. Okay, Easter extravaganza, we have to cancel. I'm so sorry, but we have to. So, we may be able to do something before Mother's Day if things change, but we won't know until a later date. But I will let you know as soon as I know something. But as for now, April 5th, Easter extravaganza is canceled. So now, ask your parents to check their email so that you can see today's Bible story. And look up the Bible Skills Sheet. Parents, the Bible Skills Sheet will offer some review. Allow your kids the opportunity to open up their Bibles and find the answers in their Bibles. That's what we try to do, so they know that what we are teaching them is in the Bible and not just a story that we're telling them, but it's actually God's truth. Have fun at home. Obey your parents. And I will see you soon, I hope. Bye, guys.